Welcome, everyone. I am Ricky White. I am the host of this show today. It's from us from Greater Westtown Training Partnership. And joining me today is Mr. Victor Ferguson, one of the students from SR 84. Today's MO is shipping and receiving training. Now, the shipping and receiving training is 380 hours, 12 weeks of a training program, learning about everything that goes on within a warehouse, and tells more about detailing and safety. So the safety portion is, and certifications that they receive will be a 10-hour OSHA certification along with a 10-hour OSHA card, forklift certification, and forklift license through the National Safety Council. Also learning more about the digital literacy, learning more about the ins and outs of how computers work. Along with everything else, they get inventory control, learning more about the warehouse management systems, UPS WorldShip systems, and FedEx Manager systems. And again, like I said, I'm glad to see you.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. So, in our training program, we are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 3:30. And it's just Monday through Friday, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's start off by asking Mr. Ferguson, again, how was the training for you?
The training was, I learned a lot. Let's say that. When I initially put in for Greater Westtown, I thought it was just forklift training. And I've learned so many more things. You know, it went from forklift training to inventory control to freight rates, learning how to calculate correct freight weights, the charges that'll be charged for shipping goods out on pallets. It's warehouse operations encompasses everything that happens in the warehouse: shipping, receiving, learning how to properly palletize, learning how to stretch wrap it, learning how to load it, putting it on racks, bringing it down from racks, everything that concerns. So it's a lot. It's an intensive 12-week, 380-hour course, but you learn a lot, and forklifting is just the beginning. Coming out of this class, which graduation is Thursday, I'm coming out with so much knowledge, so much insight into other things that deal with having a successful business with a warehouse, with receiving products, with shipping those products, with the payments of the products, And so I learned a lot, and I'm happy I took this course.
So even in the middle of the course, how did you so far adapt from the middle of it? We got the beginning. Now, How did you adapt from the middle to the very end?
In the beginning, they told us a lot of the things that we would learn. And from the middle to the end, those things were just reinforced. It was repetitive of what they taught. Now, because it wasn't just all classroom knowledge. It was hands-on knowledge. We were taught from books and slides and PowerPoint presentations. Then we were taken out to an actual warehouse to do the things that we were taught. So it wasn't just sitting in seats 8 hours a day. It was actually hands-on, driving forklifts, calculating freight loads, seeing shipments, the way that shipments come in and the way that shipments go out, So it just, from the middle to the end, was reinforcing what we were taught to see if we knew it.
And again, from Greater Westtown Training Partnership, we have our shipping and receiving training program, 380 hours of that mentioned intense training, and learning more and more about the ins and outs of the warehouse. And in this industry, it can take you a long way. In this industry, this is an industry that never dies. It never goes down because everyone needs something shipped to either their homes or their businesses. So in each one of your courses, what was something that you really took from that?
It was like you said that's it, what you spoke of is that the industry never dies, and that's true. I know a lot of businesses were slowed down and shut down during COVID. Shipping and receiving didn't. If anything, it picked up because people were working from home, people were in their houses, and things had to be shipped and delivered to them. And that allowed me to understand the importance of the whole spectrum of the things that we learn, from the way that the trucking, shipping the things, and shipping could happen many ways. Shipping could happen trucks, trailers, boats, barges. There's different ways that the shipments, but it still has to be shipped. It still has to be received. It still has to be delivered. So I just know when they say that that's an industry that it continued and it also picked up. So.
All right. We'd like to pull up our address, as you can see, just our number on the bottom of the screen, which is Greater Westtown, and you can reach us at 312-563-9570, or you can actually come and pay us a visit. Pay us a visit at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard. We're right on the corner, on the west side of Chicago, on the corner of Franklin and Sacramento. And actually schedule an orientation. Orientations for shipping and receiving are from 9 a.m. And you'll be given a tour of our facility, given more of a thorough breakdown other than what we're doing now. And you can actually see and physically go into our warehouse and actually see all of the motions, even with demonstrations from our students or current students, or even past students that are coming back for recertification. So, also, in majority of the warehousing, is there a lot of movement or a lot of moving parts? What did you collect out of all of the moving parts instead of just being stationary?
There in the warehouse there are a lot of moving parts, and there are different categories and stations in the warehouse. You do have people that's in shipping. You do have people in receiving. You do have people that's making out the orders of things that's going out, giving it to the person who picks the actual order, who palletizes the order, who stretch wraps it, then prepares it to go out. And there's someone who's doing paperwork. There's someone who's doing the physical part of pulling the order. There's someone who's making sure it goes out. And all of these have to work harmoniously together for a warehouse to be successful, for the customer to get what they ordered in good condition in a timely fashion. So it's not. I don't think anybody in the warehouse really just actually sits there. Even from the person who does the paperwork, they have to walk the paperwork over here, make sure they get the paperwork back, make sure that everything is there. It's checks and balances. Mm-hmm. And for it to be successful, it has to be harmonious. Everyone has to work together to get this done.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts within that warehouse where there's no certain position is a stable position, but there's no resting, especially when things need to go out. So being multi-talented in that field and being maybe even that one person wrecking crew, have you collected each and everything that was given to you as far as the knowledge, the know-how, all the way down to the hands-on and the movement of everything though?
Yes, I believe after I graduate on Thursday and I move back into this field in the workplace, I believe that I can be a successful forklift driver. I believe that I can be a successful inventory control specialist, which that's another part of warehousing. You have to count inventory to make sure that you have the necessary items or parts that are for manufacturing, that are for shipping and receiving. I believe I could be inventory. I believe that I could be a shipper. I believe I could be a receiver. I believe that as I continue to learn and grow in this career field, that I could be a warehouse operations manager. So me being a person that's always loves to learn, that always, looks at other opportunities to learn new things or other areas that I can grow in, the sky's the actual limit, with that.
Definitely.
And, it's not something that you just, if you just want to drive a forklift, that's a job that'll always be there. But for someone like me that likes to learn, that likes to develop, likes to have a well-rounded skill set, that's something that really interested me about it. I was attracted by one thing, which was forklift driving, but I learned so much more. Learned that I'm capable of doing so much more in the warehouse.
And being multi-talented within that warehouse, it, like you just said, it goes a long way. It helps elevate you. It helps you grow within that company. And for some people, look for that bigger, better dollar. Again, at Greater Westtown Training Partnership, we have our shipping and receiving training program. We're looking to start a new training program March 11th. So we're accepting people for orientation and maybe even walk-ins to come in and just give us an overview, give us their perspective, and give us their wants and their needs, so we can help you plan for your career. And don't think of this as just a stepping stone. This is an elevation of careers, that a career that isn't going anywhere. As always, for everyone that comes through our training program, they have grown to be successful, and to using some of the knowledge or even all of the knowledge that we give to elevate themselves, even if they want to start their own business, so they'll know how this shipping and receiving I don't want to say game, but that's how it is. They want to know how this shipping and receiving game goes. Going through all the way to now the end for your training. What is it that you're looking for when it comes to your career choice now?
Well, my ultimate goal from what I've learned so far is I would like to be a warehouse operations manager, which encompasses everything, which will be over the shipping and receiving, which will be over the forklift drivers, which will be over, that's the ultimate goal. And I've been given and taught the skills that I now have the skill set to do that. That's not a far-fetched dream. That's not a shot in the dark. That's something that's very achievable. The instructors at Greater Westtown are very knowledgeable in what they teach. And it's not, it's more than just teaching skills for the warehouse. We're taught job readiness. We're taught, because you can have all the skills in the world, but then when you go into that interview, you fumble the ball, so to speak. You don't know how to present yourself. You don't know how to talk. And there's people in the program that come from all walks of life. As in my program, I think the youngest person is 19, the oldest person is 65. So there was all walks of life. They teach us how to write resumes. They teach us how to do cover letters. They teach us how to do thank you letters. They teach us how to prepare for interview questions, how to answer them appropriately, how to not only have the skills, but to sell yourself. And Greater Westtown, the instructors actually care. They're not just there to teach you this, but they care about you as an individual. If you miss a day, they want to know, are you okay? Did something happen? How can we help you outside of? So it's just not teaching you these skills. It's about you as an individual, as you're a person. And we continue to stay, they ask us to stay in contact with them, after we leave the program, to check on us to see how we're doing. So I've been equipped with a lot of skills that's even outside of the, we English classes, how to puncture, how to write emails, and these are things, this is a skill set that going to what I want to be, a warehouse operations manager, I'm going to have to write business emails. I'm going to have to correspond with vendors. I'm going to have to correspond with customers. I'm going to have to correspond with the people who will work under me, who are supervisor or manager, things like that. So it's a well-rounded total course. And it's intense. 12 weeks is a lot to learn, but they make it fun. They make it enjoyable. Like I say, they teach you, and then they show you, and then you do, So you're comfortable walking out of there, driving a forklift. And there's people, I know how to drive 5 forklifts. Only knew how to drive one when I got there. And there's some people who've never drive a forklift before. I've seen people who were scared of the machines.
Definitely.
When they got there, that are now very comfortable driving 3, 4, 5 different forklifts. So, you walk out of that course with a skill set that you're able to use. And I like the course because, like I say, the youngest person in the class is 19, fresh out of high school. And college, going to a 2-year or 4-year college is not for everyone. But this is a skill that you can get out of college or have a GED, learn a skill, and go into a workplace and not just have a job, but have a career. So it's something that I would recommend to anyone. I would speak highly of it to everyone. I would encourage those who are looking for a change or interested in it to give a call, to come have a tour, to walk through and see. And they'll show you that, the different things that you can do, and you will learn a lot.
And you've heard it here. So from our mouths to you and to your ears, we're at Greater Westtown Training Partnership, which is 500 North Sacramento Boulevard. We're on the corner of Sacramento and Franklin on the west side of Chicago. We can be reached at 312-563-9570. Or you can look us up on Facebook. You can look us up on Twitter. You can even go on our website at gwtp.org. Everything that's being said right now is a stepping stone. I mean, we'll be able to teach you your basics all the way up to your elevation if that's what you want to do, like Mr. Ferguson. You can elevate within that job, and you can also be that owner of something, but actually knowing how the business goes. So with shipping and receiving, like we were saying, it's an industry that can go further than just a stop. It keeps going. And you can help keep it going by coming to us. It's at no cost to you for qualified candidates. So qualified candidates are put in, and there's a laundry list of people that's still trying to get in, and we're hoping that it's one of you. So either give us a call, stop by, pay us a visit, and we also have more than just shipping and receiving there. We have an adult job placement unit. We have a woodworking that teaches you how to do carpentry type or making cabinetry and furniture and things of that nature, and learning more and more about computers. And in this day and age, computers are ruling the world, and we're trying our best to keep up with the changes of computers and how everything goes, especially in shipping and receiving, learning more and more about warehouse management systems, FedEx ground systems, UPS WorldShip, and learning how to use an RF scanner. So, and everything that's being shown, or everything that would be shown to you in our orientation and broken down more thoroughly, will be given to you at no cost for qualified candidates. So, is there anything that you would like to tell the viewers about even just stopping by or making a decision like you made?
Well, as I said, there's a lot of aspects or a lot of departments with Greater Westtown. You could be interested, something you heard that makes you interested in warehousing, forklift, and carpentry, the woodworking shop, job readiness and job placement. I would suggest you, if you're undecided, to just come out to see the different things that are offered there, the services that are given there, with people who genuinely care about you. That's not just trying to rush you through. The people that care about you receiving job placement. That's people that are concerned with teaching you properly, giving you skills that you can go forward with. So if undecided, if you're in limbo, if you don't know what the next step is, I would suggest come out. I was just coming out. I heard at it from about Greater Westtown at a job seminar, a outreach program. There was different job organizations there, but when I heard about Greater Westtown and what it offered, I was given a flyer. I looked them up on the internet, called in, and they had me come in, and I looked at what was offered. Like I said, it was originally just forklift. I want to learn how to drive a forklift, but I learned so much more. I learned the different warehouse operations. I got out there and did the different warehouse operations. I worked with teams. We did warehouse building, warehouse schemes. I learned warehouse management systems, how to actually receive the inventory into the computer, where to place it. I learned about placement of the warehouse, how placement in warehouse is. So, maybe forklift is, you're not interested in that. There's other departments that will help you prepare and plan and go forward with a successful future. So the first step is calling or coming by, looking it up on the internet, doing some research. But there are people that's ready and willing to help you.
And with that being said, supportive services, and like Mr. Ferguson just said, we help out to the best of our ability and giving you that comfortable feel of being a part of something. And being a part of something goes a long way. And after Mr. Ferguson graduates, he is going to be considered an alumni of our training program, which he can come by. He can tell his story, and as he's telling now, and how the training was for him. That is a plus on anybody's side to have that feel of accomplishment, and to accomplish something in your life or in your well-being, it goes a long way. With all our alumni and what we do and how we do things, will help you succeed in this walk of life. And everything that we have, we can to the best of our ability to help you out. Will get you a long way in this industry. Again, we are at Greater Westtown Training Partnership. We're 500 North Sacramento Boulevard. On the west side of Chicago. We can be reached at 312-563-9570, or you can look us up on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and you'll catch this video on YouTube. You can look us up online and check out everything that we have to offer by going to gwtp.org or .edu to check us out, and we'll give you, it'll be beneficial to you. Again, for you, Victor, first things first, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you for coming and being a part of Greater Westtown. It has been an honor. It has been a privilege to give you the type of instructions, give you the type of tools that you seeked or that you were seeking out for, to help you in your way of life and to help you get by in every situation that you encounter. Again, for myself and all of the staff and the rest of the students from Greater Westtown, it is always a privilege, it's always an honor to be in that community-based organization, to give all of the services that we can, and to help out our community at any given cause, and then not any given cause, but any given time, to make sure that everything goes right in your situation or in your life to help you out. Again, thank you again, Mr. Ferguson, for coming out. I appreciate it. And again, congratulations.
Thank you.
And hope to see everyone soon. Have a great one.